You're strong enough, get the power. Huntik, keep the faith and you'll survive. Huntik is the seeker, you're inside. Shout it out and make it loud. Everybody, Huntik, go!
Northern England, Avalon. The Huntik team finally reaches Avalon. LeBlanche, Dante, and Zhalia hold off the organization as Locke and Sophie recover the Willblade. Wilder ambushes Sophie, and Locke unlocks the true power of the Willblade and its legendary titan to save her at the last moment. However, neither he nor Sophie remember the event.
One of these books should be able to tell us something about the Willblade.
Maybe we can figure out how I defeated Wilder with it.
How's that hard?
He's a powerful seeker. Something big must have happened to help me pull it off.
Sorry, if only I could get my head straight about that night. Too many centuries rattling around there.
None of us remembers Cherit. It was probably the magic of Avalon, but maybe...
It says here that when the first daughter of Casterwill forged the Willblade, Locke cut it out.
Just trying to jog my memory.
It's a Casterwill artifact. We're in a Casterwill library, so read if you want to find out how it works. Be careful!
Maybe it's under warranty.
The warranty expired before recorded time.
Wait, I knocked something loose here at the handle. Look, I think these things are supposed to turn.
An amulet! You might have a bond with it because you drew the sword, Locke. Feel anything at all?
No, I'm not sensing any bond, but it does feel kind of familiar.
Awaken, legendary titan of champions, Pendragon!
It must have something to do with that night.
Maybe it's bound to someone else then.
The Holotome! Quickly, Dante!
It's being protected by a power I haven't seen before.
Trespassers! You do not belong here. This library contains secrets. Secrets you have no business uncovering.
But I'm a Casterwill!
That may be so, but can you fight like one?
Join us, Sorcerel!
I summon the power of nature! Wildwood Druid!
Sunlock!
Do you always pick fights with strangers, or are we special?
Now!
Prepare yourself. Light edge!
Come on!
Maybe I can blast out of these things! Bolt Flare! I can't use my powers at all!
Kindle strike!
Have a seat.
Not a chance, boy.
Time for some weed killer. Venom Hand!
Enough! We've made our point. Now, I suggest you surrender.
Judging by your powers, you're caster wills. We have no reason to fight you.
Fine then. Now I demand to know what reason you have to fight us.
A very good one, I assure you. To save your life, Sophie Casterwill.
Huh?
I'm here to see that you stop pursuing the family secrets. By any means necessary.
Why? You think that'll save my life?
You are in no way prepared for the dangers the Casterwills face on a day-to-day basis. The fact that we defeated your team in moments proves that.
I wouldn't be so sure, my mystery casterwill.
Ever hear of an illusion power called Thought Spectre? Maybe you'll understand better if I turn it off.
We're not easy to surprise. Alrighty, why don't you tell us who you are and why you know so much about our friend, Sophie?
Very well. I'm Lucas Casterwill, your brother.
Lucas!
So, you were separated when your parents' house burned down.
I had no idea she survived until last year, when she started helping the Huntik Foundation.
Lucas, I never thought I'd see you again. Aren't you happy to see me? Wait a minute. Why didn't you come to see me any sooner?
There's no time to talk about that.
But you came for her now.
Because of the appearance of the Red Comet. Events have been set in motion that spell the undoing of the world. You don't know what I know, Sophie, and you haven't seen what I've seen. I can't let you be involved.
Lucas, Sophie has the blessing of Nimue, the Casterwill Elder.
Yeah, we even found the will blade. Jeez.
And I see a child wields it, without a drop of Casterwill blood.
He saved my life at Avalon.
Where you recklessly exposed several members of our family.
Sophie, haven't Casterwills always given us a chance to prove ourselves before? Maybe it's some kind of law.
Lucas, by Casterwill law, I demand you test me.
To be tested on a Casterwill team on a mission, you must take it on yourself.
We have to recover an evil amulet. Have you heard of Void?
Yes, but details are sketchy at best.
A few years ago, the organization managed to steal it from us.
We can't tell you why, but it must be recovered.
We've had some problems finding its location.
Stealing organization secrets wouldn't be easy for an honorable Casterwill.
You think you can do it without your chaperones, then?
Sure she can, and I'll back her up with the will blade.
Sophie, it's dangerous. I insist you turn it down.
Lucas, we'll prove ourselves. Please believe in us.
It'll be okay, Sophie. I know it's hard for you right now.
I barely remember Lucas. I certainly don't remember him being a jerk.
He seems sincere about protecting you, at least.
But he's got no clue how to do it.
For now, you two have a mission.
Mission: uncover the location of Void. Retrieve it from an organization safe house.
Locke, Sophie, you're taking the lead.
Let me guess. You and Zhalia will be working behind the scenes.
The organization has stepped up security at HQ since our little visit. However, there are other locations where they keep records of their operations.
Is that it?
Alchemist Row. Since our mission last year, the organization turned it into a safe house.
We'll have to take down at least 2 guards.
You know, it's actually kind of cool doing a mission all on our own.
Right, let's show them a thing or two.
You were too harsh.
I have to convince Sophie to go into hiding. She shouldn't be involved.
But we do have to find Void, and fast.
Think they'll do it?
Dunno. We'll see.
The kid is honest enough, but I'm not sure we can trust that Zhalia woman.
Listen, I have a message from Mr. Wilder.
What? That wasn't... Sabriel! Return!
Come in. Hyperstride! Overslam! Ah! Far slip. This must be it.
There's no way they can escape.
It's a trap! What do we do?
Why do I feel like we were set up?
I must confess that I received an anonymous tip. I'm going to enjoy spending some time with you two.
Mr. Wilder, there was nothing on them at all, not even an amulet.
Some part of me wishes that Zhalia were here. She'd deliver the perfect lie on the spot.
Sophie, remember the plan.
Right. We can't trick him with a lie, so we'll get him with the truth.
Don't
Ready?
bother getting your stories straight. I'll get the truth out of you, eventually.
You want us to tell you everything? I will, on my honor as a castaway.
Why did you break into our safe house?
Our mission is to recover something you have. I'll explain, on one condition.
Go on.
You must give me the information we came for in exchange.
Why not? It's a deal.
Sophie, don't trust him!
We came to find out the location of the Titan Void, because we're going to try to steal it back.
Void? No Huntik Foundation seeker could use a Titan of such ruthless might.
You mean evil?
How amusing. Don't be so naive. Evil is for the storybooks, my boy.
It's been too long.
What's wrong? Don't trust your own sister?
If the organization learns we're after Void, they'll figure out the secret it holds.
Oh, I'm sorry, but you never told us about any secret.
So these Foundation brats are after Void, are they? It must be special.
Hold it. It's your turn. Where's Void?
Ah, don't be a fool.
Mr. Wilder, I know you'll tell me. You're not a sneak. You're a leader.
Everyone knows the Professor himself was the king of lies.
The Professor that I remember didn't need lies to control anyone. The man had absolute power.
A strong leader like him wouldn't be caught acting like a common thief.
It's of little consequence since you're my prisoner, but Void is locked away in Klaus's library.
Spoken without fear like a true leader, Mr. Wilder.
Sir, that information can be used against us.
Then you had better be very careful escorting them to headquarters.
You set them up, didn't you? You traitor!
It's part of the plan. Did you really think the organization would leave the information just lying around?
You allowed them to get captured?
Sophie's clever. She'll get the intel out of them.
That's not the point.
Point is, they've got the guts to pull it off. Unlike the 3 Seekers up here watching and doing nothing.
Watch what you say.
Save it. Now, are the 3 of you about ready to help us rescue Sophie and Locke?
Okay, Cherit. Time for the signal.
Quiet down, or I'll quiet you.
That's the car.
Dragon Fist! Touch Ram!
Rain Pulse!
Get your titans out already. Destroy them!
Poison them, Venomaster!
Fire away! Gigadrone!
Ray Pulse!
They have us outnumbered.
This'll make it difficult to reach Locke and Sophie.
Wait till they get a load of base layered.
I summon the power of nature! Wildwood Druid!
Sunlock! Kindle Strike!
Fear my sword! Light Edge!
I guess your motivational speech worked.
Maybe I should write a self-help book.
Let's get out there.
Auger Frost!
Honor Guard!
Kindle Strike!
Bring it on, base laird! Zhalia, Dante, we're okay.
Checkmate.
You've won this battle, Dante Vale, but you'll never get to Void before us.
Well met, Caster Wills.
What you did was brave.
And we made a pretty good team.
You asked me why before. Why I didn't find you sooner.
I don't understand.
To protect you. I never wanted this life for you. I wanted my only sister to be safe and happy.
I am happy. I love being a Seeker.
But the idea of you getting hurt or worse...
Thank you. But since the Red Comet appeared, I've sensed something is terribly wrong. Like the end of the world is coming. I know I have to do something, but I don't know what.
Our Caster Will family secrets that only the nobles know of.
I was too young, but you were taught before we lost our parents.
You know, our mission isn't over.
But if we're going after Void, it would help if you told us everything.
I'd still rather Sophie be safe from all this, but for all you've done, I owe you this much. It begins with the oldest surviving Caster Will record, the history of the Spiral Mark.
What? The spiral? Like from my father's message?
You must lead the Caster Wills to the Spiral. The Spiral.
Dad! Don't go!
Locke, tell your mom and sister that I love them, and...
Dad!
Don't worry, I'll be back. I love you, son.
It was a beacon. In ancient times, the Spiral summoned to Earth the Nullifiers, an evil force from the Titan's world called Huntik.
My story takes place after the Great War that was fought against the Nullifiers. Lord Casterwill had passed on and left the future to his sons and daughters. However, his best friend was a traitor. He is only known to us now as the Betrayer. Casterwill's children found the Betrayer on the longest night of the year at the Spiral Mark, performing a dark ritual to bring back the Nullifiers. And in his hand was a mysterious amulet, Void.
But Casterwill's sons and daughters defeated the Betrayer, didn't they?
Yes, and they sealed the mark. As Casterwills, we must never allow it to open again.
Based on this story of yours, Void can activate the Spiral Mark on the longest night of the year.
If Void is so dangerous, why hasn't it been dealt with before now?
Because it was impossible to activate the spiral. There's one other part to the story.
The Red Comet!
That's right. When the Betrayer's ritual was interrupted, the Red Comet was high in the sky.
So now everything is in place. And if the Spiral Mark is activated...
the Nullifiers will return to Earth.